Hello, my YouTube friends and family. Welcome to Babu's Kitchen. Today we're going to make spicy pasta sauce with garlic bread. And it's very simple. What you'll need is some onions, some garlic, and some chilies. Slice the onions into thin strips, as you can see. Take a pot on medium flame and add some olive oil, 3 to 4 tablespoons, and then take about 200 grams of butter. It's optional. You don't have to, but it makes the browning of the onions quicker, and it adds a real nutty flavor. So once you've added the butter, give it a little stir, add the onions, and cook on a medium flame until golden brown. I normally put the lid on the top so they get steamed as well as brown. While the onions are browning, slice the garlic thinly. And stir the onions in between.
Yeah.
Now add the garlic. Now I've added a whole clove. It's up to you if you prefer to add less. By all means, adjust to your taste. Now slice the chilies. I'm using jalapenos here. You can choose any type of chili you have at hand. I've used 2, and I will be using dry chili flakes as well. So add the chilies to the garlic and the onions and stir for a few moments. Now, while they are sauteing, I'll show you the rest of the ingredients, which are chili flakes, salt to your taste. I've used 3/4 of a tablespoon, and also some chili, black pepper and chili flakes. I will add those now to the onions and the chilies and the garlic. And give those a stir. Once you've mixed those, time to add the other herbs. So I've got some Italian seasoning, some garlic powder, and some tomato puree. These are the quantities I've used for 500 grams of pasta. And again, if you prefer to use less, adjust to your taste. Give those a little stir, and then leave the flame on slow as we go over to the tomatoes. So I've got 3 ripe tomatoes here. I've chopped those, and then I will add them to the rest of the ingredients. Give those a little stir. And place the lid on top. I've increased the flame to medium now because there's moisture in the tomato and there's less likelihood of the garlic burning. So the rest of the ingredients, we've got 2 tins of chopped tomatoes and tomato sauce. So I'm adding the 2 tins of tomato. That's 1. That's the 2nd tin. Choose any brand you like. I had these at hand, so I've used those. Give that a little stir, and then I will add the tomato sauce. You can use any type of tomato sauce. You can even use passata if you have that at hand. So I have an M&S Everything sauce. And again, this is optional. You don't have to use this. You could use passata, or you can add a little water if you don't have those. So adjust the recipe to what you have. So the last thing we're going to add is basil. So I have some basil. I normally buy this and then I freeze it. I find it's much easier in case I don't use it straight away. So I wash it and I freeze it. So I've added some basil now. And the last thing to go in the sauce is the spinach. So again, if you like a lot of spinach, add more. I've got around 300 grams of spinach, which I will chop finely and add to the sauce. I will cook that on medium flame until it's all cooked through. And in the meantime, I have a pot of water, which I will use to boil the pasta. While the sauce is cooking, I just will show you some of my garden. That's a jade tree. It's just finished flowering. And at the back you have a couple of acers, which is a feathered acer, a green, and a red feathered acer. And here are my lemon trees, which are in full bloom. And you have some lemons there already, as you can see. And then you have some camellia shrubs there, which is a red. And I have another one which is a fragrant white, as you can see. Here's my lemon tree. It's a pyramid formation next to the pear tree, which is in full blossom. And I'll show you as we progress through the summer with regards to the garden, how that develops. So it's in full bloom at the moment. I have a 500 gram fresh pasta. If you don't have fresh, you can always use dried pasta. It'll just take a few minutes longer to cook. This needs only a few minutes. Again, do test that once you've once you've cooked it. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to the water to stop the pasta sticking. So I'll give that a stir. I have some garlic ciabatta, which I will put in the air fryer in a second. So stir the pasta. So I've put the ciabatta in the air fryer. Again, follow the instructions that's on the packet, but for me it was just under 6 minutes on air frying, which cooked it perfectly. So now the pasta sauce is cooked, and I'm going to add the cooked pasta to the sauce. If you think that the pasta sauce is a little thick, you can add some of the pasta water to it. It always is useful to keep that to the side. Give that a stir and coat all the pasta in the sauce. For me, it was just perfect. I didn't need to add any of the pasta water to that. The garlic bread was just under 6 minutes. I have some cheeses here, optional, whichever one you'd like to use. I'm going to sprinkle some mozzarella cheese on. And now it's time to plate up. I have some cheese here. Again, optional whether you want to use mozzarella, whether you want to use mature cheddar. And I will place a couple of slices of garlic bread, and I have a jar of jalapeno peppers. Again, that's optional, but I think it gives it a little kick. And there you are, spicy tomato pasta with garlic bread. Enjoy. Next time on Bobby's Kitchen, I'm going to make milk cake, a very simple and delicious recipe which the whole family will enjoy. And don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and leave a comment. Again, thank you very much for watching Bobby's Kitchen, and I'll see you next time for the next recipe.